Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your October full moon yoga ritual. This is Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu, and tonight we're diving into the energy of Aries. So I'm just finishing getting myself set up here. If you're seeing this pop up on your feed, maybe you want to do some yoga, tune into this full moon that happened on Monday on the 6th. Into this energy and honor your space of how you might be feeling really goal oriented into doing and action and feeling strong and vibrant, and balancing that out with your need for rest and softening and taking a step back and finding the pause in life that you might want to roll out a yoga mat or find a space to practice and join me for this half-hour yoga flow and 10-minute meditation. So if you haven't joined me before, this is a lovely way to honor yourself, get some movement, to find a moment to tune into body, heart, and mind, and just take a moment out of your day to pause and reflect, get a good stretch. Tonight, we are tuning into Aries, as I said, and Aries is known as that sign that's real go-getter, that can put their head down and focus on a task. And sometimes that is really rejuvenating. They can inspire people around them. You can feel really excited and alive in that energy. But it can also mean that you might feel overwhelmed with all the plates you're juggling. It might leave you feeling a little bit isolated. You're the only one that's really ready to go, go, go. And it seems like everyone else around you is, you're having to pull them along with you. Or maybe there are just so many tasks that it's feeling really daunting and you're just trying to keep plugging away. Or you might be noticing that you are you're going so quickly into things, or that you're moving so fast and trying to accomplish so many things that you're forgetting to take care of yourself. And so we're going to temper those things. We're going to balance those things this evening by starting off with a little bit of a core flow, building a little bit of Agni or fire in the belly. So we'll do a little bit of core, and we'll take it really mindfully. Aries sometimes can go so quickly that they forget to move with mindfulness, and so they can hurt themselves, they can get sick, things can explode in their faces. So we're going to take a step back and remind ourselves to be mindful. And then at the end of our flow, we'll get a good stretch. We'll allow the body to rest, to calm the nervous system, to allow ourselves to ground back down. And then we'll end with about a 10-minute meditation. Just a little reminder, especially for those of you that are on TikTok that may choose to participate, that once I'm on the mat, I'm not able to see your comments. I'm not able to reply to them. If you have questions or you'd like to give feedback, or you just want to share how the flow went for you, then let me know in the comments, but I won't be able to respond to them until after the flow. I'll take a moment to look through and see if there's any comments being left. If you're on YouTube, this flow will be up forever now, and you can come back to it if you want to. Please remember to like and maybe share this video, maybe subscribe to my channel so that you're in tune with and keep up to date with all things Mama Magma. You can find a nice playlist that I have there for other yoga flows as well. This is a beginner-friendly flow. You don't need any props tonight. If you want to bring along a blanket or a pillow for the meditation at the end, wonderful. Set yourself up for greatness. If you want to bring along a journal so that you can write down any ideas that came up, any feelings that surfaced, any reflections that you may have had, please allow that to happen. You may be able to see that I've got a candle lit. I've created some atmosphere in here, so you might want to do that for yourself as well. So without any further ado, let's hop on our yoga mats, and we're going to start lying on our backs, allowing ourselves to ground down and find some ease before we light that little Agni in the belly. So I'll meet you there. I'm going to move my chair out of the way, allow myself to come down to my mat, send my legs out nice and long. Rotate my palms face up beside me. Snuggle my shoulder blades down my back body. So really drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Maybe I have to bend my knees and really tuck my lower back down so that it feels nice and comfortable. And we'll just allow the whole body to sink into the earth for a moment here. Start to tune into your breath, to relax your jaw, to soften your face. Let go of the day thus far. However it went for you, it's over. You can let it go. No need to dwell on it anymore. Bring yourself into the present moment by noticing what's happening in your body. How does your body feel? Any aches and pains, any creakiness, any clunkiness? Is there just fatigue, or are you feeling energized from this full moon? There's no right or wrong answer. You're just allowing yourself to feel, to notice. Let's take one deep breath here together. So when you're ready, inhale in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. Let yourself relax. Nicely done. When you're ready, we'll gently hug the knees into the chest. Maybe it's one knee at a time. You can grab onto your shins. You can grab onto your kneecaps. You can grab the backs of the thighs. You're letting the lower back ground down to the earth. Taking a nice deep breath here, maybe rotating your ankles. Becoming mindful of your back body on the earth, your head settling into your mat or your floor. And you can stay here, or you can take it to happy baby, opening the knees nice and wide, starting to stretch in the inner thigh. We'll bring the hands between the legs, either grab the tops of our shins or the outside of our feet, or the big toe with our peace fingers. Now, maybe those knees stay really bent, or maybe you try stacking your ankles over your knees and then pressing the knees open nice and wide with your elbows. You can rock side to side here. Tune back into your breath. Maybe start to feel into how has this full moon been affecting you? Some people feel like they don't get anything out of the full moon. It doesn't affect them at all. Some people feel really tuned into it and really notice that their emotions are heightened or that they're really affected by the sign that it's in. So just feel into that for yourself. One more breath here. Gorgeous. We'll hug the knees back into the chest. And when you're ready, we're going to send our feet up towards the ceiling. So we're straightening through the knees. We're sending those feet up towards the ceiling. And right now, we're going to mindfully start to engage our core. So we're going to press the belly button towards the spine and see if you can lift your lower back just a little bit so that core is really engaged. Seeing if you can send those feet up towards the ceiling. Then we'll reach our fingertips up towards our toes. So our core has to be engaged here to keep those legs lifted. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders and reach up towards your toes. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift and reach. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift and reach. Couple more. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift and reach. Last one. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift and reach. We're going to see if we can hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On the 1, let your head come back down. Hug your knees back into your chest. Let the belly soften. Take a deep breath if you need to. Nicely done. Next, we'll stack our knees over our hips, bringing our shins parallel to the floor. So you might need to send your knees forward just a little bit. Engage your core once again. Press that belly button towards the spine. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling above you. So the core is really nice and engaged here. We're going to send the left leg out long and reach the right hand past our crown, keeping that core nice and engaged. On an exhale, bring the leg back in and reach those fingertips back up to the sky. Inhale in. Exhale, right leg goes out long, left fingertips reach. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, left leg reaches, right arm reaches past the crown. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, right leg out long, left fingertips reach. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, left leg, right arm. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right leg, left arm. Inhale to lift. Exhale, left leg, right arm. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right leg, left arm. One more round. Inhale to lift. Exhale, left leg, right arm. Inhale to lift. Exhale, right leg, left arm. Inhale, bring it back up. Hug those knees into the chest. Let the belly relax. Feel that little bit of fire, that little bit of heat. Nicely done. We'll stack those knees back over those hips. Send our shins parallel to the ceiling. Reach our arms out beside us, palms face down. Engage that core again. Maybe you lift your tailbone just a little bit. Inhale in. Exhale, both knees go right to hover above the earth. Inhale back through center. Exhale, both knees go left, hover above the earth. Inhale back through center. Exhale, both knees go right. Embrace that heat, that fire. Inhale to lift. Exhale, knees go left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, both knees go right. Inhale back through center. One more round. Exhale, knees go left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, knees go right. Bring it back up through center. Hug those knees into those chests. Let the belly relax. Rock side to side if you need to. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the hands to the backs of the thighs. And we're going to rock and roll up to a seated position. So I invite you to do this a few times. Engage your core. Maybe your rock back. See if you can do 2 more. Last one. Nicely done. Let's bring it forward onto all fours, shall we? Find our first tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees underneath hip points. Fingertips spread nice and wide near the edge of your mat. Let's take our juicy cat-cows. When we're ready, inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round through the tailbone, curl up through the spine. Let the head dangle down, arms stay straight. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round it through. Push the earth away, spread your shoulder blades. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale, push that earth away. Nice, come back to your nice neutral spine. Walk your palms past your shoulders a little bit. Awkward amount of space between wrists and knees. We'll drop our elbows where our palms were, forearms parallel, palms face down, fingertips spread nice and wide. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, tailbone turns up to the sky. On an exhale, lean back into your hips, bring your forehead towards the earth, melt your heart between your shoulders. See if you can bring your shoulder blades together. Keep your elbows planted where they were, forearms parallel, softening through that belly, breathing nice and deep. Last breath here. To come out of the pose, come forward onto your elbows first, and then lift up onto your palms, just protecting our shoulders. When you're ready, we're sending the right leg out behind us, toes curled under, knee is nice and straight. We'll take those right toes off of the left side of our mat. Lean into our right hip, take our gaze past our left shoulder, maybe checking out those toes behind us. One more breath. When we're ready, we'll bring that right knee back around. See if we can step that right foot up between our palms. Find our nice low lunge here. Stack that front knee over that front ankle. If your hips aren't coming forward and down, maybe walk that front foot forward or the knee back and see if you can drop those hips down. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Lift through your chest, lift through the crown. Deep breath in. Exhale, start to straighten through that front leg. Walk your hands with you. And then maybe you need to wiggle that front foot forward. You want to keep your left hip stacked over your left knee so your bum isn't back towards your heel. You're coming forward so you have stability in that left side body. You can stay up nice and tall here, or you can bow your forehead towards your knee, find a softening and a real stretch in the back of that right leg. Nicely done. Bring it forward into your low lunge, lifting your chest, bending through the front knee, finding your your low lunge. We'll plant our palms, curl our back toes under, lift our back knee, step our right foot back into a downward facing dog, lifting your hips up high and back. And then take a moment here, pedal through your feet, stretch through those calves, press into your palms, hug your navel towards your spine, press your heart towards your thighs, stretch through those shoulders. One more breath. Let your knees descend back down to the earth. Find your nice stable tabletop position here. When we're ready, left foot stretches out behind us, left toes come to the earth, and we'll paint a rainbow, dialing those left toes off of the right side of the mat, leaning into our left hip, looking past our right shoulder. One more breath. We're bringing that left knee back around and then seeing if we can step that left foot up to the top of the mat, finding our low lunge, Rearranging, stacking front knee over front ankle, letting the hips drop forward and down, lifting the chest, rolling the shoulders back, opening through that right hip crease. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, start to straighten through that left leg. Walk your hands back with you to keep stability. Wiggle that front foot forward until that right hip is stacked over the right knee. Stay up nice and tall, or bow your forehead towards your knee and get a juicy stretch. It really depends on how tight your body is. Honor yourself where you are. If you don't bow down very far, please don't worry about it. Just feel the stretch. Tune into the sensation. Gorgeous. Let's come back to our low lunge, bending through that front knee. Ooh, finding our way here nice and mindfully, planting our palms, curling those back toes under, lifting that back knee, stepping back to our downward dog, lifting the hips up, finding that inverted V shape with our body. Remember, it doesn't matter if the heels touch the earth, and you can bend your knees as much as you need to, lifting your tailbone up towards the sky. One more breath. Nicely done. Bring those knees back down to the earth. Find your tabletop position. And then we'll bring our big toes to touch. Open our knees a little bit wider than our hips. You've got this. Lean into your left hand. Right fingertips reach up towards the sky. Open your heart. Pull back with that shoulder. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale in. Exhale, thread that right arm under the left. Right shoulder comes all the way down to the earth. Let your head relax down. Bring that left palm in front of your face so you can see the whole hand. Lift your left elbow. And then try to lean into your right knee or shift your hips to the right and see if you can really find that juicy stretch in the upper and mid back. Last breath here. When you're ready, push into that left hand, lift yourself all the way back up. Can you reach those right fingertips back up towards the sky, opening your chest? You've got this. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, right hand comes back down to the earth. And we resettle, bringing wrists underneath shoulders. Keeping those knees nice and wide, we'll lean into the right hand. Left fingertips rise. Open your chest. Shine your palm in the same direction as your face. On an exhale, thread that left arm underneath the right. Bring your left shoulder down to the earth. Let your head relax down. Bring your right hand in front of your face so you can see it. Bump your hips to the left. Lean into that left knee and see if you can find that juicy twist in the upper and mid back. Gorgeous. Ground down through that right palm. Push yourself all the way back up. Lift those left fingertips all the way up to the sky. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, left hand comes back down to the earth. Walk your knees back underneath your hips. Swing your legs to one side, any side. Bring your bum to the earth. Send your legs out long in front of you. I invite you to bring your heels to the top of the mat. If you're using a mat, we've got this. Bend your right knee. Open your right knee out to the side. Sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh, knee, or calf. We'll inhale, reach it all the way up. Exhale, bow forward, hands to thigh, knee, shin, or foot, or the floor. Letting those hands relax down, your forehead bow towards the earth. And allow yourself to breathe. Maybe there's a sigh, maybe Just now you started to settle into your practice and really feel your body. Let go of your day. Start to be mindful and present for yourself. One more breath here. Let's lift all the way back up. Find our way to our tall seat. Hug old right knee into the chest. Cross that right foot over the left knee. Hook our left elbow on that right knee. Right fingertips to the mat behind you. Sit up nice and tall for your inhale. Exhale, draw back with that right shoulder. Maybe you take your gaze in the same direction. Hug the right knee into the chest. Nicely done, my friend. Bring it back through center. Unpretzel your legs. Send that right leg back out. Readjust your sits bones if you need to. We'll go ahead and bend the left knee. Let it open like a book beside us. Find our tall seat. When we're ready, inhale to reach. Exhale, surrender down. Let it all go. Let the hands fall where they may. Don't worry about the structure of the pose. Just allow yourself to be here. All that matters is you, your body, and your breath. You don't have to take care of anyone else or accomplish anything in this moment, but be present for you and what you need. One more breath. Inhale, rise back up. Find your way to your seat. Hug your left knee into your chest. Cross your left foot over your right knee. Hook your right elbow on your left knee. Left fingertips to the mat behind you. Sit up nice and tall for your inhale. Exhale, journey into that twist. Enjoy it. Hug that left knee in. Maybe you allow yourself a smile because you've given yourself this moment in this day. You did it. You showed up on your mat. Even if it was a spontaneous thing because you saw me come up on your feed. You're doing wonderful. Be proud of yourself. Last breath here. Let yourself unravel. Come back through center. Unravel those legs, and I'm going to invite you to come to Sukhasana. So finding a cross-legged position. If that doesn't work, don't worry. You can leave your legs extended out in front of you, or you can come to Baddha Konasana. We're just doing a nice side bend to finish things off here. So find the position that works for you. When you're ready, fingertips to the earth beside you. See if you can lift up nice and tall through the spine. We'll plant down through the left palm, right fingertips rise. When we're ready, we're going to lean to the left. Try to keep both sits bones on the earth if you can. Maybe you're able to come down to your elbow. Maybe you're nowhere close. You're just finding that sensation of a stretch down the right side body. Seeing if maybe you can pull back with that right shoulder, peek up underneath your armpit. Maybe give yourself a little sniff, see how you're doing there. One more breath. When you're ready, lift it back up through center. Let those right fingertips float back down. Plant that palm, left fingertips rise. On an exhale, lean to the right. Notice if you're tighter on this side. Oh, see if you can send that left knee down and away from you. Maybe peek up underneath that left armpit. Give it a little sniff. Did you have a chance to have a shower after work today? Or are you still dealing with the work funk? One more breath here. All right, my friend, bring it back up through center. Let the arm relax down. And I'm going to give you an option. You can stay up nice and tall. I'm going to bring my blanket underneath my sits bones and remain here for our meditation. Or you can bring yourself back down to Shavasana, letting yourself spread out, cover yourself with a blanket, grab a pillow if you need to, make yourself really nice and comfortable. I hope that you stick around for the meditation for yourself and you allow yourself to just even let go of the day. That's okay. If you fall asleep here, no problem. But wherever you land, I invite you to notice where you can relax and find sukha or ease. Can the legs relax a little bit more? Can you soften through your shoulders a little bit more? Can you open your throat, relax your jaw, soften your brow? Let the belly completely relax now. Start to allow yourself to rest and pause just for this moment. Together, we'll take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Allow your body to get heavy into the earth. Feel the earth rising up to meet you, bringing you support and energy, cradling you, sending you love. We're going to take a meditation here, and I'm going to give you a little affirmation invitation. So that invitation is I temper my need to do and act with my need to rest and recharge. I temper my need to do and act with my need to rest and recharge. Let those shoulders relax a little bit more. Let the face soften a little more. If you haven't done so already, I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Tune into the rhythm of your breath, just noticing the rise and fall of your chest. Nothing fancy here. And I invite you to allow for stillness and silence for 2 minutes tonight. I'll let you know when it's time to surface. When you're ready, you can start to invite yourself back into your body. I encourage you to move nice and slowly here with compassion and mindfulness. Just wiggle your toes and your fingertips. Maybe rock your head side to side. Feel through your neck. Start to deepen your breath again. Maybe flutter your eyelashes open. Maybe there's a big stretch that takes place, reaching the fingertips past the crown. A nice deep breath. And on an exhale, I invite you to bring your palms to heart center. If you would like to, now is a beautiful time to set an intention. After having tuned into the full moon energy, what would you like to bring to your life over the next month? And we'll take a deep breath in. On the exhale, we'll bring the thumbs to the third eye, bow deeply to each other, to our practice, and to this gorgeous full moon. The light in me honors, cherishes, and is in continuous awe of the light in you. Thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope that it serves you well, and I hope your body, heart, and mind all feel back in alignment and feeling yummy and good and ready to go to bed or carry on with the rest of your day. I'll take a little moment to come up to the screen and see if there were any questions or comments that need to be responded to. Otherwise, maybe you're journaling, maybe you fell asleep, maybe you just need to tune out from the screen now and have time to yourself. No matter what, I honor you and I thank you for being here. And I hope to see you next time. So our next full moon flow will be in November, near the beginning of November, on the Wednesday that is closest to the full moon. And I would love to see you there. Just checking through. I don't see any comments here. I don't see any questions. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Have a great evening or rest of your day. And I'll see you next time, my friends. Take care of yourselves, okay?